Hi, I'm Ms. Boom. Let's look at the distance between 2 points. Here we have an example with 2 points. How would we find the distance of this line? Now we notice that we could draw a triangle, a right angle triangle. And if we have the right angle triangle sides, we could find this length by using Pythagoras. Or in other words, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And our distance, c, would be square root of a squared plus b squared. So now we have to find what a squared and b squared are. Now we notice that this length here is 5. How do we get 5 from 5 and 0? We did 5 minus 0, so x2 minus x1. And how do we get that length there between 6 and 2? We know that's 4, we can see that. How do we get 4 from 6 and 2? We have to subtract again. Or in other words, y2 minus y1. So now we have the length of this side of the triangle and the length of that side of the triangle. So we can plug it into the equation to find the length of that side of the triangle. So let's do that. So we have x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, all square root. And I've substituted and wrote d because we're looking for the distance. So that's our formula we're going to use today. Let's solve this. x2 is 5, x1 is 0, y2 is 6, y1 is 2. 5 minus 0 is 5, and 6 minus 2 is 4. 5 squared is 25, 4 squared is 16. So now we have square root of, add that together, 41. And if you plug that into the calculator, you get 6.4. Now you can pause to try example 2 and unpause to see solutions. Let's read. Find the distance between 4 and -10 and -3 and -7. What do we do first? Well, it's asking for distance, so we're going to write the formula. You can memorize this formula by thinking of the image we had before. It was the distance, the difference in x, and the distance of the other side of the triangle, the difference in y, square root of that. So square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So plugged in all those numbers, maybe label them first so that you don't get confused. So plug it into that equation and notice the negatives in this question. So here we have x2 is -3, x1 is 4, y2 is -7, y1 is -10. So now -3 minus 4 is -7, -7 minus 10 becomes -7 plus 10, which is 3. Now -7 squared is just 49 and 3 squared is 9. Add that together, you get 58. Don't lose the square root in your working out, which is 7.6. Last example, find the distance between -4,1 and 4,7. You might want to give this a go and pause the video and unpause when you've finished with your solutions. So what is the first thing we try to do when we see the word distance? Try to remember the equation. So it was the difference in x squared plus the difference in y squared, all square root. And also label so that you don't get them mixed up. So let's label, write the equation, plug in all the values. Now 4 minus 4 is 4 plus 4, so be careful with that. You get 8 squared, 7 minus 1 is 6. So we have square root of 64 plus 36, which is square root of 100, which is, this time it looks nice, 10. Sometimes you get a whole number, sometimes you get decimals. Now that's it from me. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can watch the videos early and then rewatch it when you have to do the work. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.